Hey, what's up, faithful? This is a tough video to make. Just also our home opener against the Cards, and at times this was a tough game to watch. Um, I knew it would be a close game. I knew Arizona would definitely present problems for us. Arizona's a good team. They always play us close, but I want to start off with, we had a 10-0 lead. We drove the field on the first drive, got a field goal. We stopped their offense. I believe they had a 3-and-out. And then we scored a touchdown. We had Jimmy G made a good read, threw it out to Mostert in the backfield. Mostert ran a little, I guess he ran a little, not a curl route, but he ran a little angle route. So he started off the backfield, ran out, beat Simmons, the new linebacker for the Cardinals. Mostert caught the ball. He was off to the races, baby. Mostert had a TD on that drive. And things were going good. And then the Cardinals made a good special teams play. They blocked the punt. And the next play, the Cardinals scored a touchdown. I felt like that definitely changed the momentum in the game. Because you can imagine, if we would have got the ball back without that blocked punt, we might have been up 13-0, 17-0 at least. And, it would have been a whole different ball game. We did run the ball well. I felt like with Mostert, I think he only averaged about a little bit under 4 yards a carry, but I felt like we controlled the game when we had to with the running game. But we didn't have that many big runs. We might have had maybe 2 or 3 big runs with Mostert, but we were able to get, 4 to 5 yards a carry with Mostert. Coleman came in the game. He was running well. I wish, honestly, he would have carried the ball a little bit more. McKinnon was good. It was good to see him out there, good to see him healthy, catching passes, making blocks, stepping up in the pocket, making blocks for Jimmy G. He had that good touchdown catch, and it was good to see McKinnon out there running the ball, and contributing to the offense. Kittle was excellent in the first half, 4 catches, 44 yards. The Arizona didn't really have an answer for him on defense. All that changed when, Jimmy G made the horrible throw and exposed Kittle, and then the defender kind of took out Kittle's knee. I'm not saying it's a dirty play, but, it's just football. It's part of the game, but Jimmy could have made a better throw. Offensive line, I felt like they provided good blocks for the running game. They provided time in the pocket for Jimmy G at times. Jimmy G was able to extend plays by, moving in and out of the pocket. So I felt like Jimmy G did do well in that area. Honestly, the Cards, they beat themselves a lot. They had a lot of penalties. The kicker for the Cardinals missed 2 field goals. The Cardinals could have been up by a lot more points. So, we were lucky to be in the game towards the second half because the Cardinals were beating themselves up with mental mistakes. And so we were lucky to be in the game. Jimmy G was 19 of 33, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, Jimmy, obviously, he's able to target the running backs. They had a few catches, and Kittle got a few catches. But I felt like Jimmy G didn't trust the receivers outside the numbers. Bourne, Pettis, they didn't make plays outside the numbers. They didn't create enough separation. I don't know if Jimmy G doesn't trust them. I don't know what it is, but he wasn't confident enough to throw to him. Now, Jimmy G did miss a few throws, particularly one to Pettis down the field. He missed that throw. Also, there were a few plays where there was a receiver running open and Jimmy G just didn't see it. Don't know why, but this is the first game of the season. But also, Debo's out. That hurts. Debo was out, Ayuk was out, and the other guys on the outside just didn't make plays. Jimmy didn't hit the receivers. There are some balls that Jimmy threw that were just not on target. The Arizona Cardinals defense, they played well. I can't say I was surprised. They added some players through free agency this offseason, and I felt like the defense played well. They didn't give up too many big plays. They gave up that one big play to Mostert, but other than that, they kept the Niners offense in check. We didn't, for instance, on third downs, we were only 2 for 11 on third downs. And the average yards that we needed to get a first down when we were on third down was about 8 yards. So that tells me that the Cardinals defense was playing good in the earlier downs on first and second. They weren't allowing us to get big gains. So that way, when third down comes, it's not like a 3rd and 2 or a 3rd and 3. But more than likely, it was a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. So that was a problem with the Niners offense. We couldn't convert on third down. This brought the defense back on the field. And that was a problem. Also, in the red zone, we were only 1 for 4. So we didn't convert well in the red zone either. So these are things we can work on. Third down efficiency on the offense, and also, the red zone offense. That's something we can work on, and I'm sure Shanahan will implement that. Cardinals offense. I feel like the Niners did a solid job in keeping the Cardinals offense in check. Our big issues with the Cardinals were, DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, he's a top 3 receiver in the NFL, and it shows. He had 14 catches, 151 yards, and he was able to get open when he needed to. I mean, this guy, he's a professional receiver. He can get open when he needs to, and he obviously has great hands, and we just couldn't, But this is what I expected. I didn't think we would shut down. Who really thought we would shut down D-Hop? I just didn't see that. Kenyon Drake running the ball. I felt like we contained him for the first half. In the second half, he got a little bit more runs, especially Edmonds. Edmonds had a catch and a few runs that opened up the running game. And also, Kyler Murray. He's a better passer than he was last year for sure. But we couldn't contain him when he decided to scramble out the pocket. The Niners pass rush would come. He would be able to duck behind a few offensive linemen, and then he would be able to run for a first down. So I don't know if it's the Niners, we didn't have a quarterback spy on him, like one of our linebackers didn't spy on him or he lost him. But that's something that Robert Saleh, our defensive coordinator, has to, adjust. We need a spy on him or something, because when he got into the open field, a lot of times it was off to the races. And Kyler Murray is very good. That's when he's really dangerous, is when he is running with the football. So that's something that, scrambling quarterbacks, they always give us trouble. Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, they always make the game tough. I felt like the pass rush was consistent in the first half. In the second half, it felt like we got tired. Kyler Murray, a scrambling quarterback like that, it wears defensives down. And Bosa, I felt like he got consistent pressure in the first half. Second half, didn't really see him as much. D Ford, did he even play today? I saw the number 55 on the field in red and gold, but he didn't make no plays. I don't know if he's still hurt or what, but he just was a non-factor. I saw Solomon Thomas in there giving effort. Solomon Thomas, he's not going to get you a lot of sacks, but he brings his hard hat every day to work, and for him, it's about effort. I saw he made a great play. I believe in the third quarter, he covered up a screen pass that would have got a lot of yards, but Solomon Thomas was right there, and he made an incomplete pass on a running back. So Solomon Thomas, I'm not expecting him to get like 3 or 4 sacks in a game. So I'm expecting effort from him, and that's what we got. Javon Kinlaw. I see you, Kinlaw. Expectations are high for you, Kinlaw. He didn't make much of an impact, but he's a rookie. It's only his first game of the season. Hopefully he can build on this and continue to get better. But obviously the D-line, I'm looking at, and how could I forget Eric Armstead? We signed him to a big contract extension. And he was the reason we were able to trade DeForest Buckner away, because we re-signed Eric Armstead, but he didn't get any sacks today. I could probably count on one hand if I saw him actually near the quarterback. So Eric Armstead, we need you to step up next games. D Ford, we need you to step up. And the linebackers, Warner, Alexander, Greenlaw, I feel like they played well. They just didn't have any defining defensive plays. Like, they didn't force a fumble. Well, actually, Alexander did force a fumble, but the receiver was able to pick the ball back up. But they didn't make any defining defensive plays. Jaquiski Tart, he had that INT. That was a great deflection by Greenlaw. I do remember that play. But other than that, when we needed a stop, we couldn't get it. That's what it came down to. Niners defense just couldn't get a stop. Sherman, he played solid. Murray didn't really target Sherman because he's a beast. So he just, targeted Mosley a lot. And that's what happens. And then, of course, D-Hop got off. But we got to do better. I'm looking forward to next week's game. And all three phases, we got to be better. Offense, defense, and special teams. And I'm looking forward to next week.